the Europa League game between Nottingham Forest away to Aston Villa at the Villa Park, and also for the Conference League semi-final between Crystal Palace versus Shakhtar Donetsk at Selhurst Park. So these are the two main games we're actually focusing on. Yeah, we also follow the other games in the semi-finals of the Conference League and the Europa League. Yeah, I think today, yeah, I did not give my predictions for the semi-finals of this Europa League and Conference League, but nevertheless, I will do that right now. For this Aston Villa game against Nottingham Forest, I'm going to go for, I think Villa have a coach who has the experience when it comes to these trophies, but they lost the first leg 1-0. So I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Nottingham Forest against Aston Villa. Then for Crystal Palace are going to win 2-0 against Shakhtar Donetsk. So let me know in the chat, guys, what are your predictions? Vasha Patel says, yo, W Jesse, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah, even though the crisis at Madrid right now is not funny. It's not funny, honestly. I made a video about the crisis ongoing at Madrid. I made a full video. It's a 7-minute video, so do check it out, guys. The video will be out probably in less than 10 minutes. Yeah, it's scheduled to be out in less than 10 minutes. So do check out the video and let me know what your thoughts are about it, guys. Let me know. Pitizuski says Joao Felix 2 goals in 10 minutes. Yeah, for the league, I think Al Nassr definitely are winning the league title. Yeah, Al Nassr are definitely winning the league title. They are definitely winning it. Yeah, for sure they are winning it because they are. I think Al Nassr just need maybe 2 more wins, if I'm not mistaken. They will need 2 more wins to get the Saudi Pro League trophy. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Ray says, hi, I am in the live. Yes, I can see you, Ray. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you had an amazing day. Yeah, we just went live. The Europa League games, and also the Conference League games. We are doing 2 watch-alongs. One is the Crystal Palace game against Shakhtar Donetsk at Selhurst Park. Then the second game is Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest at Villa Park. So let's see who is going through. But I'm predicting a Forest win 2-1 and also Crystal Palace win 2-0 against Shakhtar Donetsk. Yeah, I think Villa are going to be knocked out. They lost the first leg away from home, and I do think they will also lose the second leg. So let's see. Pitizuski says, everyone's annoyed that Valverde got stitches, but I'm like, why are you not fighting back? Yeah, I made a video about the incident, the whole crisis going on at Madrid. The video should be out in less than 10 minutes, actually. Yeah, the video should be out in less than 10 minutes. So you guys should check out the video and give me your thoughts about it. Yeah, Valverde's situation and Tchouaméni, the crisis going on at Madrid is just crazy. Yeah, the video is out, so you guys can check it out. I've uploaded the video on my channel about the crisis ongoing at Real Madrid. So guys, once you watch the video, you give me your thoughts about it. Anas Majubi says, Anas, yeah, my Moroccan friend, welcome back, brother. Ray says, yes, and how about you? Yeah, I had a fantastic day. I had a great day. It's nice to have you back as always. Guys, give me your predictions in the chat for the Conference League semi-final second leg and also the Europa League one. Let us know who you think is going to qualify to the finals, because I think we are going to get an all-English final in all the 3 European tournaments. We already have Arsenal in the final. Yes, we definitely will see an English team in the final of the Europa League. Then for the Conference League, Crystal Palace already have a 2-goal advantage, aggregate 3-1 ahead of Shakhtar Donetsk. So I think we are going to see three English teams in all the final. Will they go on to win all the 3 finals? I don't know yet, but let's see if Crystal Palace can get their win at home against Shakhtar Donetsk. Ray says, guys, just give him a like. Bro, where are United jersey? Okay, where the United jersey? I just decided to put on the Madrid one tonight. Sometimes I might just... It depends on how I feel. Sometimes I might feel like getting a different jersey. Yeah, I think next season I'm going to get a couple of jerseys. Maybe home and away. Maybe for Madrid, Man United. Possibly maybe like Bayern. I might get a Bayern jersey. But I'll see though. I'll see. Or even before then, during the World Cup, I think I'm going to try to get a couple of different jerseys. Yeah. Pituzinski says, sources have confirmed that Madrid staff are not happy with Mbappe arrogance. Well, I really don't understand why the Madrid fans have turned on Kylian Mbappe. As at 2 hours ago, over 30 million Madrista have signed the petition to kick Kylian Mbappe out of the club. And I was just surprised seeing that. Why will 30 million Madrid fans sign the petition to get him out of the club? It makes no sense, honestly. It makes no sense. And that is one thing with Madrid fans. Madrid fans are one of the craziest. People who turned on Ronaldo when Ronaldo was playing in Spain, they turned on him. Now they've turned on Kylian Mbappe and they are signing petitions wanting him to leave the club. It doesn't make sense. Ray says, but Mbappe is injured, right? Yes, must get a Bayern jersey. Kylian Mbappe is injured. He's resumed training, but we are not yet sure if he's going to be available for the El Clasico this weekend. I think by tomorrow we'll see. I think maybe by tomorrow we'll see if he's going to be available for the El Clasico. Anas Majubi says, Arsenal funk PSG to win. What do you mean by that, Anas Majubi? I don't understand. Ray says, why don't Madrid sell Mbappe? Honestly, with the way things are going right now, I think it's just best for Kylian Mbappe to leave Real Madrid. I think it's just best for him to leave, because for me, if I were to be Kylian Mbappe, having over 30 million Madrid fans signing the petition for me to be kicked out of the club, I'm definitely bouncing 100%. I'm not staying next summer. I'll leave. Ray says, is it dark there by you? Yeah, it's already 2:26 a.m. here in China. It's already late. Revive says, who do you support? I support Manchester United and Real Madrid. Those are the 2 teams I support. Revive, how about you? Which football team do you support? Pituzinski says, I don't get why Mbappe getting hated because he went to holiday while he was injured, and then Yamal does the same thing and gets no hate. Yeah, the hate Mbappe gets at Real Madrid is just too much. It's unbearable. Yeah, it's unbearable, honestly. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. Why are they hitting on him? Official Jackson says, come on, Villa. I don't think Villa are going to win tonight. I'm going for a 2-1 Forest win against Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa is going to lose they are not going to make it to the final. I'm rooting for Forest to make it to the finals. Ray says, can you make what do you say? Ray says, can you make join the live, please? Okay, want to join the live? I don't. Maybe for which game do we have this weekend? You support Man United, right, Ray? Let's say probably for the Man United game, I can. Yeah, which big game do we have this weekend? Yeah, Man United is playing Sunderland away from home. So maybe let's say for the Man United game, if you'll be able to join, if you want to join live, because I would have loved to do that in a big game. Probably last weekend, Man United played Liverpool. Yeah, but since you want to join the live stream, let's say Man United Sunderland this weekend. Yeah, Man United Sunderland this weekend. I think it's on a Saturday. Let me check the fixture. I'll have to set up the stream so as to send an invite link. Yeah, but you have to chat me up on Instagram. My Instagram handle is nobles_view. So send me a message on Instagram, Ray. Sam Edit says El Clasico this weekend. Yeah, the El Clasico this weekend. You can't join this live now because the option is not available to join live stream now. Let me see. Now, you will not be able to join now. If I didn't set it from the beginning, you can't join since I didn't set it from the beginning. Saf Edit says, predictions for El Clasico. Barcelona is definitely trashing Madrid in the El Clasico. Madrid is in shambles right now, in serious problem. Real Madrid is in serious crisis. So I'm definitely going for a Barcelona win in the El Clasico. Barcelona just need to win to lift the El Clasico. Sorry, to lift the La Liga trophy. Yeah, Chelsea is playing on Saturday. Ooh, Chelsea is early kickoff on Saturday, 12:30. Wow. Chelsea 12:30 kickoff. Oosh, I didn't know it's early kickoff. That's crazy. Why did they put this early kickoff? Boy, oh boy. Ray says, what is your Instagram name? My Instagram name is nobles_view. NOBLES. Then _view. VIEW. That's my Instagram handle. Lucas Modric says Madrid is the best. Yeah, Madrid, I don't know what is going on at Real Madrid right now. The club is in serious crisis. And Florentino Perez needs to handle the situation, because this is unlike Real Madrid to be in this type of situation. I've never seen something like this before at Madrid. Never. I've never seen something like this. It's Joe New YouTube says, I'm back. Welcome back, Joe. Joe, are you Nigerian? It's Joe. Are you Nigerian? Corey Holland says, do you like United? Yeah, of course, I'm a Manchester United fan. Is it because of my Madrid jersey? I support Man United and Madrid, so I can switch in between the jerseys, whichever one I want to wear. But I just decided to put on the Madrid jersey tonight. Yeah. Corey Holland, where are you connecting from? It's Joe says I'm Nigerian. Alright, Joe, which part of Nigeria are you from? Omo Igbo, Omo Yoruba, or Dan Arewa, which one are you? Or you're from the middle belt? Or it's okay, the riverine area, south. Aaron Denise says Ada Roses. Ada Roses. Okay, you're from Turkey. Oh, because I was like Ada. The next name that went to my mind was Ada Gule. I also know you. We had Ada. Is it Ada Turam? That Turkish guy that played for Barcelona. I think it was Ada Turam, right? I hope I didn't get that name wrong. Corey Holland says I am from Ireland. Okay, nice to have you. Are you a Man United fan, Corey? Yeah, okay, I see your profile is a Man United jersey. Pituzuski says Brahim vs Rashford gonna be fire. You mean Brahim Diaz? They don't play the same position. Man, Madrid this period is just so bad. They are in a very, very terrible situation, honestly. Madrid is in a very, very terrible situation. Prasant says hi. Prasant, nice to have you on the channel. Where are you connecting from? For those who are just joining us for the first time, kindly let us know the country you are connecting from and also the football team you support. Milton says, Noble, would you give Carrick the permanent position now? Yeah, I've said this over and over again. Give Carrick the job. I was watching the overlap a couple of hours ago, I would say 5-6 hours ago. And I saw when Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, and Ian Wright with Jill, the other lady, when they were talking about the manager position, Carrick, if he is to get the job or not. And they said what they said. For me, I think the only manager that I would take for that job ahead of Michael Carrick right now is Luis Enrique. Any other manager I don't want. If you're not giving me Luis Enrique, keep Carrick. So 100% I want Man United to give Michael Carrick the job. He's done enough to earn it. He's giving us Champions League football with 3 games to spare. It's not like we are fighting even to the last day to get 3 points or 1 point to get into the Champions League. There are still 3 games to play and we've already qualified. So I think he's done enough to deserve the job, honestly. Corey Holland says, I am United fan, yes. Alright, Corey, nice to have you on the channel. What do you think about Michael Carrick? Corey Holland. Anthony the Goat says, you're my uncle Noble. Anthony the Goat, welcome back, bro. I hope you had an amazing day. It's Joe New Whitey says, from Igbo. Okay, Igbo one name, you're my brother. Kekime Joe. Nice to have you on the channel. Which team do you support, Joe? I know you joined the channel not long ago. Yeah, but which team do you support? Amaram Nebo kwa one name, Joe. Archie Morrison says PSG will definitely win the Champions League again. Well, the truth of the matter is this. They are the favorites to win it. This is me being honest. No sentiment or bias. PSG are the favorites to win it. But I still think Arsenal has a chance. They do have a chance to go all out for it because, come on, it's a final. And in finals, anything can happen. It could go either ways. It could go PSG's or Arsenal's way. So I think Arsenal can can still fight for it. The advantage Arsenal has is that defense. Their defense is the best in Europe and also in the league. So it's I think they can actually get the Champions League trophy. But what Arsenal needs to do first is win the Premier League. If Arsenal win the Premier League, it's going to give their players the confidence and the boost to go into that final in Budapest to win it. So, but if they don't win the Premier League, then their morale will be down. They cannot win it, the Champions League. Milton says, true, Carrick has taken United to Champions League next year. Yeah, he's taking us to the Champions League. So I think the young man deserves it. Honestly, he deserves it. Anthony de Gaulle says, Luis Enrique plays in Farmers League, bro. It's only like PSG and Lyon and Marseille that are good. But you see him, anytime he plays against all the big boys in Europe, he smashes them. So it's not about being in the Farmers League, as we call them. Corey Holland says, I just subscribed. Thank you very much, Corey, for subscribing. Anas Majubi says, Arsenal Funk. Corey says, I think he should get the job. Yeah, honestly, I think he should. Lots of football fans, Man United fans, are pushing for Carrick to get the job. I know there are still a minority that are saying Carrick shouldn't get the job. There are still a minority out there. I know the likes of Mark Gobridge of the United Stands, and that's football. He's saying that Carrick shouldn't be given the job that easily, that he should be brought to be properly interviewed and all that. What else are you interviewing? You've already given him the job to do since January. He's done it. He's giving you results. So what are you interviewing him for? What? It's Joe says, Chelsea, hello, I am fine. All right, Joe. Chelsea is not doing well at the moment. So what do you think about Chelsea? Who do you think Chelsea should sign as a manager next season? Last Gosh Poradeshi says, I know it's hard to admit by haters, but it's our year. Well, I like a couple of players in Arsenal. That's me being honest, and I do not hide this. I don't hide it. There are a couple of players I've already said many times, and I'll repeat it. The likes of Bukayo Saka, Miles Lewis Kelly, Ebbs, Eberechi Eze. You have Declan Rice, Noni Chinosoma Dueke. These guys, I just like these guys. Some of them, it's just their personality. Why some is because maybe I just like this person. I just like this footballer, right? Like Bukayo Saka, I've been following his journey ever since he came into the Arsenal first team. Same with Declan Rice from West Ham and everything. I've followed him. These guys are great footballers. And I just feel they actually deserve this trophy because the Arsenal team has progressed from one level to the next. From one level to the next. Now, they just need to get past that limitation that has been on them for years. So that's why I'm really rooting for Arsenal to win it. So I might be part of the haters. Yes, I understand that because I'm a Man United fan. But I've been saying it. I want Arsenal to win the Premier League. But the problem I've always had is this. When it matters most, Arsenal always fumble. Yeah, but at this point, I'm definitely supporting them to win the Premier League because I said it before the Everton game that Everton was going to play a 1-1 draw with Man City. But it ended up to be a 3-3 draw. So I believe Arsenal can get at least one trophy this season. Even if they don't go on to win the Champions League. But I'm pretty sure they will get the Premier League this season. Thomas Byram says, I think Arsenal will win the Prem. But I think PSG will win the UCL. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Premier League for me, it's not fully guaranteed because there are still 3 games to play. They just need to win their 3 games. But I do think that it's very much possible for Arsenal to do it. They just have to focus on themselves. Don't look at City. Focus on yourself. Guys, can you see me now? Because Real Dandy was asking in the chat, has the live ended? What is going on in the chat? Can you guys see me clearly and hear me? Let me know. Because I don't know what's up with my VPN network. I think for like 2 days it will come on and just probably for a few seconds disconnect. So please, if you can hear me in the chat, let me know so I can continue with the stream. Thomas Byram says Lamens or David De Gea. Nah, David De Gea is a legend. David De Gea is a legend. Maybe Lamens can get to that status. We don't know yet, but David De Gea is a legend. For me, he's number 3 in Man United's history in terms of the goalkeepers we've had over the years. Peter Schmeichel number 1. Edwin van der Sar number 2 and David De Gea number 3. Let's hope that Senne Lamens probably will be number 4 or possibly surpass De Gea. But for now, I'll definitely go with David De Gea, of course. Real Dandy says you were answering my chat, Noble. That net glitch happened. Okay, I guess maybe my VPN disconnected that period. Ange Edit says, first time seeing you in a Real Madrid kit. So, most times I usually... I think the last time I wore the Real Madrid kit was the Champions League games between Bayern. Both legs. I think that was the last time I wore the Madrid kit before today. It's Joe says, Chelsea should sell Enzo Fernandez. Really? Yeah, I understand the flirting he was doing with Real Madrid when he did that interview during the March international break. Yeah, Chelsea fans didn't find that funny. And for me, it doesn't make sense. It's huge disrespect to the club. A club that pays you very well and you come out to say such nonsense. Nah, it doesn't make sense. It's a huge disrespect to the club. Toxic Edit says, Fede Valverde didn't like the tackle made by Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni apologized, but Valverde didn't accept it, and then Valverde started hard tackling on Tchouaméni. He didn't like it and punched him. Well, I've not seen the details of what happened, so we can only speculate at this time because Marca that brought out the news, they didn't say for sure what happened. Yeah, we know there was a fight yesterday and they came back today, and I think from what the reports were, Tchouaméni tried to shake hands with Tchouaméni tried to shake hands with Valverde. Valverde did not want to take the handshake, and from there it went physical again and punches started flying. Valverde got hospitalized, so it's it's a crazy one. Real Dandy says, can Jose fix all the egos in Madrid? I think, yeah, Jose can. Ancelotti is one manager that can harness the egos in the dressing room, and also Jose Mourinho can, because Jose Mourinho has that experience to do so. Himrada says hi. Himrada, welcome back. Faris Bajwa says Mbappe was laughing after training. I don't know why lots of people are hating on Kylian Mbappe. I really do not know why. Honestly, I don't. And the petition has reached over 30 million people. I don't know if it's gotten up to 40 million right now, but As at 2-3 hours ago, it was over 30 million. So let's see what happens. Let's see what the decision of Florentino Perez is going to be, and the punishment to be meted out to these players that fought. The likes of Tchouaméni, Valverde, Rudiger, Alvaro Carreras. Let's see what Papa Florentino Perez is going to do. Faris Bajwa says, Mbappe the GOAT, man. WYM? What's the meaning of WYM? The Pitch Invader says, do you remember me? Yeah, you're the only one who bears that name. Of course, I remember you. Tesos Solis says, hello, my friend. Yeah, welcome back, Tesos Solis. Nice to have you back, brother. Welcome back. Hamburger Cheese says, why do you look like Antonio Rudiger? Anytime I put on the Madrid jersey, this is one of the main questions people ask me, or one of the main talk of the stream. Whenever people come on, they say I look like Antonio Rudiger. People have different things they say about me on who they think I look like. Faris Bajwa says, WDYM means, what do you mean? Okay. Yeah, most times I'm not really familiar with all these abbreviations. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with certain abbreviations. Yaya says, fans always turn on their best players when they are not winning trophies. But it's really unfair on the Madrid fans. Honestly. It's really unfair for them to turn on Kylian Mbappe that way, honestly. Because he went on holiday with his girlfriend in, is it Sabrina, or what is that place called? And they see it like he doesn't care about the club. This brother is injured. He went there for rehab and he needed time with his girlfriend. He took permission from the club. The club granted him the permission. So what is the problem? I really don't get it. Fans are just turning their frustrations on the young boy. Makes no sense. Anthony the GOAT says, why does everyone say he looks like Rudiger? Like, bro, he looks like Onana the GOAT. Nah, I can never look like Onana. Andre Onana? Never. Andre Onana? Hell no, bro. No way. Bilal says, Hala Nobu. Welcome back, Bilal. Nice to have you back. Intergalactic says, hello, my brother Nobu View. Hope you're good. Yeah, I'm doing amazing. I'm doing very good, brother. Thank you for asking. I hope you're good as well. Him rather was laughing. Okay, Milton says, more like LeBron James. Toxic Eddie says, Mbappe was spotted laughing while coming out of training. Do people expect him to be crying? I don't get it. How has it turned to a Mbappe was laughing while coming out from the training ground? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Honestly, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me. Honestly, it doesn't. Real Dandy says, not again lag. Yeah, my VPN is got some headaches. It's got some headaches. A few seconds it will just lag. That's one of the difficulties we are facing when you are not in a country that accepts foreign apps. Yeah, you have to make use of a VPN. Bilal says he was literally laughing at them both after they got into a fight, like he doesn't care. But I really don't see why people are reading much meaning into stuffs like this. I really don't see it. People are just frustrated, they are just looking for an opportunity to pour out their frustrations. That's just what I see with all this. People are just looking for opportunity. That's why they were just waiting for Kylian Mbappe. And they saw he went on holiday with his girlfriend. Boom. And the next thing, a football fan of Real Madrid puts up a petition that Kylian Mbappe, blah, 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 has to leave Real Madrid. And before you know it, within 24 hours, you have over 30 million people signing that petition. And it's a world record. Something like this has never happened before. Nomad UCL says, we always need a striker. Well, not Mbappe because he was free. Now, Vini, with 1 year remaining, had to be let go for a proper striker. A new centre-back needed to replace Rudiger as well. I think Madrid needs to go to the market to sign at least 7 to 8 players next season. Yeah, they need to sign 7 to 8 players next season. I don't mind Madrid keeping Rudiger, right? But Dani Carvajal needs to leave. Dani Ceballos needs to leave. David Alaba needs to leave. Ferland Mendy needs to leave. Who else? Eder Militao, he also needs to leave. I just got a notification that Ferland Mendy is going to undergo a surgery on Monday. And he's very much likely to be out for 5 to 7 months. What is going on? How many football games have this brother played in the past 3 seasons? How many football games have Ferland Mendy played? He's always injured. What is he still doing at Madrid? Always injured. Real Dandy says, do you remember the Rooney-Terry rivalry? Rooney-Terry rivalry. Yes, I remember it. Toxic Eddie says, would love Tchouameni and Rice at midfield with Alvarez, with Gyökeres and Saka. Yeah, Man United should go and get me Aurelien Tchouameni. Yeah, they should get me Tchouameni. If Man United can get me Tchouameni, Elliot Anderson, and let's say an Angelo Stiller or Matheus Fernandes, I will be so happy because these guys are top midfielders. Peter Griffin says, who do you think is most likely to win the Champions League? I think PSG is most likely to win it, but I want Arsenal to win it. Yeah, I really do want Arsenal to win it, but without any sentiment or bias, me analyzing it as a neutral person, as a football analyst or content creator that talks about different teams, without any bias or sentiment, I see PSG winning it, but I will support Arsenal to win it. Alo Cooper says hi. Alo Cooper, where are you connecting from? Nice to have you on the channel. Himrada says, are there a match today? Yeah, we have a match today. It's between Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest, the semi-final second leg for the Europa League. Then the second game is Crystal Palace in the Conference League against Shakhtar Donetsk. So these are the 2 games we are doing live Watchalong for. The game is starting in 3 minutes, so we are waiting for the game to start. Emin Ronaldo says, Manchester red or white? Yeah, Manchester is always red, bro. It's always red. Sasa Kazawi says hi. Sasa Kazawi, welcome to the channel. Are you from South Africa or Kenya? Sasa Kazawi, or would I say, is this Zimbabwe? Are you from Zimbabwe? Sasa Kazawi, are you from Zimbabwe or South Africa? Mission Impossible says, retired Madrid. Oh boy. It's crazy. Pilar says, Madrid need to sign Olise and Vitinha and Mendes and a striker too, not Mbappe. Mbappe main position is the left. Which striker is out there that Madrid can sign? Which striker is out there? Alvarez, Julian Alvarez, I don't know if Madrid will want to sign him. Or will they go for Solot? Man, it's crazy. Madrid need to... I really want to see what Madrid will do in the summer. I really do want to see what they will do. Him rather says Mbappe is funny. They call him Toto. Who called Mbappe Toto? You guys are funny. Ravi Putra says Carrick will kick out. What do you think? Nah, I think Carrick should remain at the club. He should be given the permanent role. He's done enough. Green Dusk, welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Let's see. Anthony says, sorry, Nobu, I need to go to sleep. See you tomorrow, maybe. Peace. Alright, Anthony the Goat, do have an amazing night rest, brother. Green Dusk says, in Noble we trust. Thank you very much. Green Dusk. Alo Cooper says, Bayern needs Stanisic to leave. Maybe a new right back like Trent. Yeah, Stanisic and Konrad Lema, I don't fancy those two guys. I don't. Think Bayern needs something better. Bayern needs something better on those, their left and right back. The games are about to start now, guys. Yaya says, you said you would wear an Arsenal shirt if we win the league. If we do, can you wear it for the UCL final, please? Whoa, wearing an Arsenal jersey for the UCL final. Okay. Yeah, it's a tough one, but yeah, it's not a problem. I will definitely get an Arsenal jersey and wear it for the UEFA Champions League final. Yeah, the league will end before the final, so yeah, it does make sense, but no problems. If Arsenal wins the league, I hope you guys win the league, because if you don't win the league, then going into that final will be a very, very big problem for you guys. But for sure, definitely, I will get an Arsenal jersey and I'll wear it. I'll wear it for the Champions League final. Mission Impossible says, Chelsea owner of Madrid. Bro, come on. How is Chelsea the owner of Madrid? How? How are they the owner of Madrid, bro? Come on. Chelsea is still very small. Guys, the game just started now, so let's go through the games. Yeah, let's go through for a watch along. I'm going for a Forest win against Aston Villa and also a Crystal Palace win against Shakhtar Donetsk. Toxic Eddie says, Noble in Arsenal kit before GTA 6. See, I'm going to warn Arsenal fans. You guys better win that final. You guys better win that final. Honestly, you better win it, because I cannot waste that jersey and you guys will just fumble. You guys need to win that final. Yeah, I'm promising to wear the Arsenal jersey for the final of the Champions League, right? Yeah, you guys should win the league first. Then it will boost your confidence going into the final. Guys, the Villa game just started now. The Crystal Palace game has already started. So let's see who is going to the final. I think we are going to have an all-English final in the whole European competitions. The Champions League, we already have Arsenal. Definitely between Forest and Aston Villa, one of them are definitely going to the final. So it's also an English final in the Europa League. Then for Palace, I think Palace are going to defeat Shakhtar Donetsk because they have a 2-goal lead. 3-1 on aggregate. So let's see what happens. Mission Impossible says Bayern 7th UCL loading. That has to be next season, bro. It has to be next season because this season is over. And Bayern didn't do anything reasonable in that game. They found it very difficult to score against PSG. They struggled to score. Got a late goal in the 94th minute. Imagine Bayern struggling at the Allianz Arena. It doesn't make sense. Serious Fanbat says, good evening, Mr. Noble. Good evening to you too, my bro. I hope you had an amazing day at work. Yeah, what is Palace doing? What is Crystal Palace doing? They are just so flat in this game. These Shakhtar Donetsk guys are really, really pouncing on them. Palace need to be very, very careful. The game just started, guys, so it's 0-0, no goals yet. Yeah, that's an offside, but he didn't score. Yeah, I'm trying to connect all my devices to watch both games at the same time. I'll be looking at this screen and looking at the other screen because I'm watching both games at the same time. So my eyes will be going towards different directions. The Pitch Invader says, what's the score, bro? No goals yet. It's 0-0 between Palace and Shakhtar Donetsk, and Aston Villa against Forest. It's 0-0 as well. Banik Ostrava says, hi bro, welcome back, Banik Ostrava. Bilal says, when Noble is going to buy it, he will get a notification that City won the league. Now Arsenal better win the league. Yeah, Arsenal better win the league. Honestly, they better win it. If they lose the Champions League, I will not be angry at Arsenal. But that league, if Arsenal miss this league, I'm going to be their biggest hater, honestly. So they should better win it. I'm really rooting for them to win the Premier League. Yeah, I'm rooting for them to win the Prem. Konsa. Falal Alawa says Mbappe should leave Real Madrid. Falal, you've always been among those people that don't even want Kylian Mbappe at Real Madrid. So I'm not surprised, Falal. You've always wanted him out. Toxic Eddie says Super Cup final, Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. Bro, don't be too fast. Don't be too fast. You shouldn't run faster than your shadows. Just take it one step at a time. You have to win the Champions League before you talk about the Super Cup. You have to win the Champions League first. So just relax. Don't run faster than your shadow. Toxic Edit. Anas Majubi says Arsenal play. Arsenal is not playing tonight. It's Aston Villa against Forest and Crystal Palace against Shakhtar Donetsk. Kambing Tamvan says, bro, say Jack Koe. Who is that? Who is that? Kambing. Fala says, yes, you are right. I know you've always been an Mbappe hater. You and BJM, you guys don't like him. Vitor Pereira. This man has done an amazing job at Forest. He's really a good coach. Whoa, red card for Braga. And in their last match, they also got a red card. What is wrong with this Braga team? They won first leg 2-1 at home. And now they've already gotten a red card in 7 minutes. That's crazy. Oh, boy. Bani Koshava says 22 million people agree with me. Mbappe is shit striker. It's over 30 million now, not even 22 million. I don't know why people are just hating on the young boy, telling him to leave Madrid. Hutchinson. Whoa, he got that. Look at Digne. Look at Lucas Digne. He was busy looking for the ball. That's crazy, man. Bilal says, when Noble hates a team, know that they are cooked. Honestly, Dominguez. Yeah, Arsenal need to win the Prem. In all they do, they really do need to win the Premier League. If they don't win the Champions League, many people will not be angry or upset with them, even their fans. Arsenal fans will not be upset with the team if they go on to win the Prem and lose the Champions League. But the one that the fans are going to turn their back on the team is if they lose the Prem. That's going to be really, really bad for the Arsenal team because they are going to lose the support of the team. Bani Kosova says, young boy, he's almost 10 years older than Lamine Yamal. Well, for me, he's still a young boy. He's in his 20s. Yeah, late 20s, but he's still a young boy for me. Himrada says, where PSG? Okay, where PSG, please? Nah. Yeah, Palace just scored 1-0, guys. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeremi Pino, that's a good goal. Yeremi Pino, very good one. 1-0 for Crystal Palace, guys. He scored a goal in 10 minutes. A good one for Palace. Yeremi Pino, 1-0 for Palace. Yeah, I know Palace are definitely going to the finals, for sure. Let's see between Aston Villa and Forest who is going to Istanbul. I don't know where they are. Where are they playing the finals of the Conference League? Champions League is Budapest. Europa League is Istanbul. It's the Conference League one that I don't know where they are playing it. So chat, let me know where are they playing the Conference League. Williams. Dembele says Dembele to win Ballon d'Or again. Nah, I don't think so. This is a very good goal from Yeremi Pino. The goalkeeper couldn't go down on time. Richards to Mateta. Yeah, that's control with the head. The goalkeeper was just too nonchalant there. Falah says Noble will win. Yeah. 1-0 for Palace against Shakhtar Donetsk. Hutchinson. R2. Kush! Man, that would have been a very good goal. Very good goal that would have been from Hutchinson. What is VAR checking for the Palace goal? Are they checking for offside or what exactly? Man, this ball from Hutchinson was a very, very good strike. Did VAR cancel the goal from Yeremi Pino? They are yet to decide on it. Anas Majubi says Arsenal play last week. Whoa, offside, no goal. You guys should show us the offside, not just cancel it like that. Show us the offside. That's crazy. Bilal says, Noble, if Dembele won the Champions League and won the World Cup with France, he would definitely win the Ballon d'Or again. I don't think France is winning the World Cup. Yeah, for the Champions League, he has an advantage to win it. But the World Cup, nah, France are behind because the French defense is rubbish. I've been saying this. The French national team defense is absolute rubbish. Their goalkeeper is a basket. Bani Kosova says UCL final in Budapest, Europa League final in Istanbul, Conference League final in Leipzig. Okay. Hungary, Turkey, and Germany. That's interesting. Oli Watkins. Dembele says, is Mbappe going to United for real? People have been coming up with different sort of things, honestly. But I don't mind having Kylian Mbappe at Man United. I really don't mind because, of course, he's a top player. So why wouldn't I want him at Man United? Yeah, Kylian is a top player. Of course, I would definitely want him at the club. 100%. Have you read the papers? Do you see what they say? Rising unemployment, cost of living every day is getting high. Whoosh. La 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 la. Himrana says, let's vote what shirt you must wear, PSG or Arsenal. Nah, I think I will have to be sentimental with that because I really do want Arsenal to win it. I didn't have it in mind to wear an Arsenal shirt for the final. Yeah, I didn't have it in mind to wear an Arsenal shirt for the final, but yeah, pleaded I wear an Arsenal shirt if Arsenal win the Premier League to wear the shirt for the final. Yeah, and I think, well, since I'm rooting for Arsenal to win it, why not wear an Arsenal shirt? So, yeah, I think I'll go with that. Oosh, that was close. Ooh, referee, that's a foul. It's a yellow card even. Nah, he didn't hit that ball well. He didn't hit it well. Serious Fanbat says Luis Enrique will cook with Liverpool. Bro, what is he coming to do at Liverpool? The bald man is still going to remain there forever. So, what is he coming to do? Ooh, that's definitely a yellow card. Definitely a yellow card. But why is this offside? They should bring the camera closer so we can actually see the line. Toxic Eddie says, Yo, Noble, see Madrid zone. Okay, that tackle is not good. I'm actually watching a game on 2 screens, so probably might not do that now. Is England red or blue? How do you mean England red or blue? I think they are more. Man United has a red, Liverpool red, Arsenal red. It's just Chelsea and Man City that are the big clubs that you have with a different color. So it's more or less a red because United, Liverpool, Arsenal are all red colors. Double Y Yale says, are you Rudiger? Rudiger, can I have an autograph? Do I look like Antonio Rudiger? You guys are very funny, honestly. You guys are very funny. Double Yale, where are you connecting from, brother? Which country are you connecting from? Toxic says you are calling Chelsea a big club. Of course, Chelsea is a big club. They have European trophies. You guys have none. So why is Chelsea not a European? Sorry, why is Chelsea not a big club? Toxic Edit, come on, bro. London is Blue says, Toxic Edit, can I say something? But please don't be delusional. Anas Majubi says, bye, bro. Alright, Anas Majubi, do have an amazing night, bro. True Indian says, do you think Forest will hold on? Yeah, I think Forest will qualify to the final. I actually predicted a 2-1 win for Forest, so I think they will qualify to the final. Double Yale, where are you connecting from? Serious Famba says RCB took 18 years to win one trophy. It would take them 90 years to win 5 titles like CSK. Which team is RCB? RCB, is it? RCB is not Shakhtar Donetsk. So, which team is RCB? Banik Ostrava says, Noble, please wear on UCL final Vitinha PSG shirt. Yeah, I love Vitinha. Vitinha Mendes and Joao Neves are my favorite 3 boys at PSG. But yeah, I just want Arsenal to win the Champions League, honestly. I really do want Arsenal to win it. So that's why I'm actually rooting for Arsenal to win it. So let's see what happens. Toxic Eddie says, London is blue, is crazy, London is red forever. Oh boy. Double Y Yale says, then are you Marcus Thuram? Now, I'm Noble. I'm neither of those names you called out, bro. I'm neither of them. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Philip Novak says, Visa Bassa. Okay, Barcelona man back in the channel. Welcome back to the channel, Philip Novak. Serious Famba says, Rudiger looks like Noble, not vice versa. Dembele says, please, we started winning. We don't want to be dispersed like Madrid. Please, let United leave. Well, I know the final is going to be tough. Yeah, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. London is blue says, how many trophies Arsenal have in the last 20 years? Ooh, that's a number. That's a shot. That's a shot at Arsenal. How many trophies have Arsenal won in the last 20 years? I think in the last 20 years, Arsenal has won. I don't think, okay, Arsenal has not won any Carabao Cup in the last 20 years. And I think they've won probably 5 FA Cups, I would say, in 20 years. That's what Arsenal has won. Diaz Santoso says, no one cares with your opinion, Blackie. You should go and tell that to your father, okay? What's his name? What's that boy's name? Let me look for his name again. Now, Diaz Santoso, you should go and tell your father that, okay? Thank you very much. Bilal says they won only FA Cups. Yeah, Arsenal won only FA Cups, I think 5 in 20 years. Yale says, I actually hoped for Atletico to pass. This was Griezmann's last season. Yeah, Griezmann, it would have been an emotional one for him, honestly. It was his last dance at Atletico. Yeah, but he was so unfortunate. Yale says, Park the Bus FC versus Farmers League Titans. Yeah, I think Arsenal stand a chance mainly because of their defense. Their defense is the best in Europe. Toxic Edit says, if we playing in Club World Cup, we would have got the shit out of Chelsea. Yeah, but you guys have to be in the Club World Cup first. Chelsea right now, I know Chelsea are rubbish. Absolute rubbish now, but yeah, Chelsea need to fix their stuff together. Else, they are going to struggle next season. What is happening to Spurs this season might happen to Chelsea next season if they don't get their shit together. Honestly, they definitely will struggle. London is Blue says, the last time we beat Arsenal was the last time Arsenal won a trophy. It must have been recently. Oh boy. Dembele says, Nobu, you look like Semenyo, no one else, not Thuram, not Upamecano, no Rudiger. Nah. I get this a lot. People say I look like Semenyo. Some say Rudiger, some say Brian Mbumo, Pogba, who else? Lukaku. I think some also talk about his Indian cricketer, Andre Russell. Yeah, but I always tell them, guys, I'm noble. I don't look like any of these guys. I'm just me. Yale says it's not subjective. What are you saying is not subjective? Palace is not doing well in this game. I think after that goal was disallowed in the 7th minute, they've not been pushing as they did earlier on. But let's see if they can get a goal. It's still the first half. Watchalong. Whoosh! Wow, go ball! That's a good strike. Guys, it's 1-0 for Crystal Palace. Minos. Very good goal. Whoosh! Look at that strike from Adam Wharton. That's a fantastic shot from him. Fantastic shot from Adam Wharton. Good one. That's a very good one. I want Palace to go to the final. Munoz. That's a good goal there. Aston Villa piling lots of pressure on Forest. Forest is under serious pressure. And Wharton was the one who moved that ball from the midfield up to the defense of Shakhtar. He struck that ball very well. Okay, I think the ball hit Mateta. Yeah, Adam Wharton. Very good strike. Very good strike. Let me see if it deflected. Okay, it deflected on the Shakhtar defender's leg. Okay, it deflected. Yale says, still irrelevant. You bought Gyökeres and you turned him into Yoka ass. Yale, which team do you support? You're cooking Arsenal fans. Yale, which football team do you support? This Yale guy is funny. Dembele says, Andre Russell is Caribbean. I know him. He stays at a hotel in Perth, Australia, when he come here to play. Some people, I think some Indians on my channel, they said I look like the Andre Russell guy. He's from the Caribbeans, West Indies. He plays for West Indies according to them. And I was like, come on guys, once you guys see me, you just get one name and say that we look alike. London is Blue Forever says groceries. Now, Gyökeres has been improving. He's been improving. Yes, he's not yet the finished article, but I think he's done decent in his first season. He's done decent in his first season. Whoosh! That's a good header, Watkins. Is that a penalty? I think that was a collision. Let's see the replay. Yale says, not to mention that Arsenal buys washed goalkeepers from Chelsea for their first team. Look at Kepa and check. Toxic Eddie says, FC Banana understand the difference between UCL and Conference League like Chelsea has won Conference League. Chelsea won the Conference League last season, I think. Yeah, they won it last season. Dembele says, Noble bro, you too handsome. There are girls who gonna die for you. Now I'm married already. Whoosh. Yeah, there was a collision between Oli Watkins and this defender. I can't see his name. Bani Kostrava says, toxic when they bought him when he was washed. London is Blue says, at least we won a trophy. What do you win? London is Blue says, because they got battered by PSG. Yale says, but he's been an awesome goalkeeper before. Yale, are you a Chelsea fan as well? It seems we have lots of Chelsea guys in the chat this night. And I always look for Chelsea fans whenever Chelsea lose matches. I don't find them. When Chelsea is not playing, you see the Chelsea fans pop up from nowhere. Alo Cooper says, what minute are you all in? It's currently 29 minutes for the Crystal Palace game and 24 seconds for the Villa Forest game. I think it definitely will affect Watkins more. Yeah, it definitely will affect Oli Watkins more. That collision there. Himrada says, RIP Arsenal. Himrada, which team do you support? Cooper says, I'm delayed. Okay. Cooper, are you in the US or the UK? True Indian says, because Chelsea lose every game nowadays, that's why they disappear during their own games. Yeah, I always look for Chelsea fans, but I don't see them. It's when other teams play that you see Chelsea fans in the chat. They always run away. They always run away. You don't see them. And Chelsea has gone 6 games in a row without winning a single football match in the Premier League. I don't think, since I've been watching football for over 25 years, I've seen a big team that has gone 6 games in the Prem without winning a game, or 5 games in a row without scoring one single goal. And that record was a Chelsea record that was, I think, 1912, 2 years before the First World War started. London is Blue says, I will still finish in the final. Well, I know City are going to batter you guys in that final. Man City, when they lose the league title, they know they just have to do all they can to get their hand on a second trophy. Himrada says PSG. Alright. Yeah, okay, I remember PSG. Wow, this guy is still down. Oli Watkins. That's a serious head injury. Toxic Eddie says, because we wanted to see Pep talking absolute shit out of Chelsea. Yale says, wait, Chelsea 6 scores of Rosinho. Chelsea is not 6th. I think they are 9th. Is it 9th or 10th position? What position is Chelsea in right now? Oosh, that's not a good one. Let me see. What is Chelsea's position now? I think Chelsea should be 9th or 10th. Okay, Chelsea is currently 9th on the league table. Everton might top them, Fulham as well. Chelsea might drop down to, let's say, 11th at the end of this weekend. They might drop because I don't see Chelsea winning Liverpool at Anfield. I really don't see that. Yeah, I don't see Chelsea winning Liverpool at Anfield. Alo Cooper says, Raya is probably the best goalkeeper in the world. Yeah, with Raya's performances this season, he's got to be up there. Definitely. If Thibaut Courtois had not gotten injured, I would have given it to Thibaut Courtois. But Raya has been top the whole season. So I would definitely give it to David Raya. I don't think Palace will ever get a manager like Oliver Glasner. Oliver Glasner got Crystal Palace their first trophy in their history. And he's on course to get them into their first final in European trophy, in European competition. So I don't think they can. Yeah, Al Nassr 3-1. Cristiano Ronaldo just scored. Wow, it's 1-1 for Shakhtar Donetsk. Wow, look at how this guy pinned Henderson. It's 1-1, guys. Shakhtar Donetsk just equalized. Henderson going to drink water. It's 1-1. Yeah, Lacroix, what did you do there? You guys just pinned the goalkeeper. He couldn't move. Let me see the replay. Yeah, this was very similar to the Hurricane goal. Lacroix was supposed to close him down. True Indian says we are having Chelsea versus Arsenal game in the chat. Yeah, Chelsea fans Chelsea fans are fighting in the chat with Arsenal fans. Cooper says, okay, I've read that. London is Blue says Chelsea lose to shit teams like Arsenal and beat the greats like PSG. Oh God. It's still a surprise how Chelsea won PSG in that FIFA Club World Cup final. Honestly. Toxic says Arsenal winning the later winner by Kai Havertz. London says Newcastle 1 trophy, Arsenal 0 last 6. Only Watkins. Yeah, what are Palace even doing there? They've bottled their 1-0 lead, so they just have to win. Very, very important for them. Yale says Noble is Milan red or blue. I used to like the red part of Milan, AC. Yeah, I used to like AC Milan because they were top players then. I used to love Paolo Maldini, Gennaro Gattuso, Seedorf, Inzaghi, Cafu, Dida. Like lots of these legends. I used to love AC Milan back then. Because that period, the only top player at Inter then were Zanetti. Yeah, though the time of Jose Mourinho at Inter, I enjoyed their game. Zanetti, Maicon, Matarazzi. What's this guy? I think Hulk. Hulk played for Inter. Yeah, Hulk played for Inter. Zlatan Ibrahimovic played for them as well. Yeah, so that time was Inter, but I mainly liked AC more. Yeah, Diego Milito. Yeah, true Indian. Thank you very much. Diego Milito. Yeah, Hulk played for... Sorry, not Hulk. Adriano. It's Adriano that I was trying to call. It was Adriano, the Brazilian, that I was trying to call. Oh, Buendia. Oli Watkins. Oli Watkins with the goal for Villa. It's 1-0. 1-1 on aggregate. 1-1 on aggregate for Aston Villa Forest. Forest are playing very, very bad in this game. They are playing very, very bad in the game. Oli Watkins with the goal, guys. Yes, says 2 stars in the heart. Crazy Inter. Yeah, Inter, that 210 season in Inter Milan was crazy. Yeah, the 2010 Inter Milan treble season. Wesley Sneijder as well. Yeah, Forest didn't defend that very well. They didn't defend it well. Buendia was the person who created that goal. Very good goal from Oli Watkins. Guys, if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly hit the like button and subscribe. Let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. Ole cool. Tell me something where I know fit to. Palace are playing very bad in this. I think in the last 25 minutes or 20 minutes. They've been playing very, very, very bad. Morning, morning, Modeji, Modeji. I hope you're ready for me now. Feeling the boy, yeah. Feeling the boy, yeah. Feeling the boy, yeah. Bani Kostrava says Hawk playing in Marvel. Is Hawk still playing full? I thought he's already retired. Buendia. Who did he do that to? Okay, Anderson. Elliot Anderson. Yeah, Forest are very, very poor tonight. They are playing very, very badly. Yale says FC Bani Kostrava vs Arsenal. Who wins? Toxic Eddie says Friday night SmackDown at Madrid. Yeah, it's really crazy. The stuff going on at Madrid is just crazy. Villa are pushing for a second goal. Watkins. Whoosh! Who is crossing that? Morgan Rogers. What are you doing there, Rogers? Okay, is this guy that is the goalkeeper? This Man City guy. Why is he using the Man City guy today? And not Marcel's? Sometimes these goalkeepers just spoil things for themselves, honestly. Him rather the live is still on, bro. It's still on. I just had to go do something. I'm back to the stream. Yeah, I think I missed so many messages. Killian M. Dictator says, read my message, bro. Which message is that? Lauren Schoff says, Manuel Neuer must leave Bayern and playing he's 40. Yeah, Bayern need a new goalkeeper. Yeah. Who is the second choice of Bayern? Lauren Schoff. Who is the second choice? Because Bayern definitely doesn't need to rely on a 40-year-old brother. They don't. Killian M. Dictator says, hey, Noble, Real Madrid players should give an audition for WWE Royal Rumble at this point. Yeah, it's crazy what's going on at the Bernabeu. Wow, 29% possession for Palace, 71 for Shakhtar Donetsk. This is crazy. At home, what are they doing? Losing possession this way is really crazy. Intergalactic says Oli Watkins. Yeah, Watkins scored the goal for them. Ooh. Wow, the ball hits the post. Mateta. That's a good strike, by the way. Jean-Claude Philippe Mateta. Damn. That was a good strike from Mateta. He pinned the goalkeeper, but it hits the post. Yale says Patrick Schick, best striker in the world. Patrick Schick of Bayer Leverkusen. Foul ball, it's a foul ball. Head injury. Inter Gatati says 1-0 to Aston Villa. Yeah, Villa is leading 1-0 and they are playing better. They are playing better than Forest. I think Forest used their whole strength to play that game against Chelsea. The problem is Forest can't even hold on to the ball. They can't. They cannot hold on to the ball. It's just crazy. Jean-Claude Mateta. That was a very good strike from him. Semi-acrobatic. That was a very good strike. Yeah, goal kick. Yeah, Palace need to do better in this game because they are playing very, very, very poorly. Very, very poorly in this game. 29% possession at home against Shakhtar Donetsk in the Conference League semi-finals. It doesn't make sense. Elliot Anderson on the ground. Forest are very, very poor in this game. Very poor. Oosh. Keeper's ball. Buendia. Emiliano Buendia. Bani Kostrava says Arsenal's biggest win in UCL history is against Slavia Prague 7-0. Forest are very, very poor in this game. Very, very poor. Himrada says, I thought you understood, so I went, but I'm back. Okay, no, I had to do something. Now, what kind of pass is this? I had to do something, but I'm back. And the water, is that your right foot used to take that kind of pass? Ometugu Kolkesen says, bro, what's happening to Real Madrid for real, for real? Yeah, my bro, it is really a shame. It's really a shame for a club as big as Real Madrid to have such nonsense going on at the club. And the news is all over the media. The fighting between Chomeni and Valverde, Rudiger, Alvaro Carreras, the stuff about the manager, some players not wanting to talk to Albeloa. It's crazy, man. It's really, really crazy. But I think Florentino Perez needs to address it. He definitely needs to address it. Rayo Vallecano 1-0 against Strasbourg. Braga losing 2-0. That's crazy. I think Braga are going to be knocked out because it's 3-2 on aggregate. Also, I think Rayo Vallecano is going to qualify to the final. They have the advantage now. They are leading 2-0 on aggregate. Korkesen says, yeah, bro, you are so right. Yeah, I'm really not happy with the stuff going on. You also see fans signing petitions for Kylian Mbappe to leave the club. It's just crazy. And you have over 30 million Madrid fans signing that petition. I don't understand what is going on. Here says, Klav Juravis has more goals than Havertz. Yale, are you from Czechia? Banik Ostrava says, at this point, Real Madrid can retire from football. No one will miss them, bro. How people know Banik Ostrava players and all this, bro? Yale, are you from Czechia? %33% possession for Palace is too poor at home against Shakhtar Donetsk. That's crazy. Debo1 says, I'm always seeing Noble View wearing jerseys of teams why them remove from Champions League. Now Chelsea want make a wear before. Now Chelsea want make a wear before I be in a which club? This guy. Don't worry, next season you go see us in full action. Both Man United and Madrid. Next season, we are going to be in full action. Man United will be bombarding from this side. Real Madrid will be bombarding from the other side. Don't worry, just chill, bro. Relax. Javi Chamber says, what's the score, boss man? It's 1-1 for Crystal Palace against Shakhtar Donetsk. Then Aston Villa is leading 1-0 against Nottingham Forest. Rayo Vallecano is leading 1-0 against is it Strasbourg? Yeah. Then the other side, Braga is losing 2-0. That's the scoreline for now. Banik Ostrava says, the people are trolling me like 3 people said Banik Ostrava things. Javi Chamber says, okay, it's halftime for both the Palace and Villa game. So let's wait to see who gets to the final. Yeah, Al Nassr 3-2. Ronaldo already scored a goal. Himrada says, I thought you left live, so I went, but I'm back. That's what I meant. Yeah, I understood you perfectly, bro. I definitely understood what you meant there. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Ole cool. Tell me something where I know fit to. Yale says, when you want, first call me and ask it to Ondrej. Yale, are you from Czechia? Intergalactic says, hello, Noble View. Intergalactic, welcome back, bro. Banik Ostrava says, Noble, you actually see like 3 people here knows Banik Ostrava. Well, I think it's the first time we are having Yale on the channel. I thought probably it might be from maybe the United States because of the name Or maybe, yeah, I think maybe from the UK or US, by the way. Those are the countries I was looking at. It's Joe News says hello. Joe, welcome back. Now, Palace are playing very, very poorly in this first half. 33% possession at Selhurst Park against a Shakhtar Donetsk team. That is very, very poor. Very poor. Bani Kostrava says, but his content looks like Czech shit. Yeah, that's why I asked him if he's from Czechia. Because he's saying stuff about Czechian players. Munoz. Yeah, that goal. I think Lacroix should have done better there. He wasn't quick enough. Lacroix wasn't quick enough there. Ayman Ahmad says, I'm back. I like your video so much. Thank you very much, Ayman Ahmad. Thank you very much, brother. Welcome back. Puptas Walks says hi. Puptas Walks. Where are you connecting from? Nice to have you on the channel. Puptas Walks. And which football team do you support? Gigi Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum then at Liverpool. Pupats Walks. Where are you connecting from, brother? I will wear the papers to you, see what they say. Rising unemployment, cost of living every day is getting high. Another shoes Obama in a box with a team kit. Ooh. It kinda makes me wonder what a street whenever day. So when you start a car like your life is a mess, don't be scared, don't be discouraged. It is only a test. Yeah, he struck this ball like Harry Kane did against PSG yesterday. Pupat Walk says Scotland, Man United and PSG St. Johnstone. Okay, support Man United, PSG and St. Johnstone. St. Johnstone is in Scotland, right? Up the Villa says, come on Villa. Bro wearing a Real Madrid fan and United fan. Yeah, I'm a combination of both teams. I support Man United and Real Madrid at the same time. 48. I support Man United and Madrid, of course. Robert Crisp says, yo, who will win? Who do I think will win? Okay. Well, for the Villa game, I predicted that Forest was going to win 2-1. But with what I've seen so far in the first half, Forest doesn't look like a team that want to win. Villa is dominating every start in the game. Possession, attempts, chances created, XG, everything. Villa is dominating. I think at this point, Villa just need to score one more goal and it's over. So I think I have to go against my predictions that I made earlier. Yeah, I predicted a 2-1 win for Forest, but Forest have been bad in the first half. But we don't know if we are going to see something different in the second half. Pupat Walk says, what is the score? Right now, it's 1-0 for Villa against Forest. Palace against Shakhtar Donetsk is 1-1. Rayo Vallecano against Strasbourg is 1-0. Then for, is it Freiburg and Braga? It's 2-0 for Freiburg against Braga. Braga has a red card, so I think at this point, Braga are definitely going to be knocked out because the advantage is 3-2 aggregate for Freiburg against Braga. Decoded. Is it okay? Decoded Original says Arsenal to bottle both major trophies in this month. I don't think so. I think out of the two trophies, Arsenal can actually win one. And I'm going for the Premier League. The Champions League is still possible because it's a final and anything can happen. But I think Arsenal is going to win the Premier League. The Premier League is easier for them than the Champions League. Decoded Original says Fabian Ruiz to Barca and Olmo out. Yeah, I think Olmo had lots of injuries this season and that hampered his performances. I think Olmo will still stay at Barcelona, but Barcelona getting Ruiz, I don't think. The finance is really not there, except the Barcelona president is going to cough out money, probably borrow some money, I don't know yet. Robert Crisp says, do you have a name at the back of your shirt? Nah, I don't have a name on it. Maybe when I get a different jersey for next season, I can have a name on it. Banik Ostrava says Mbappe should join Barca. We need a good striker, not shit like Ferran Torres. Ayman Ahmad says, are you going to be live on Sunday for the El Clasico match? Yeah, the El Clasico. I actually have a game. I have a football match I'm playing on Sunday. And I forgot the El Clasico is Sunday, man. Oosh. Let me see what time is the El Clasico. I hope it's going to be, let's say, 8 p.m. UK time. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll be back home then. I'll be back home for the El Clasico. But I have a football match that I'm playing. My team is playing a knockout game on Sunday. There's a mini tournament we are playing, and we are playing a knockout on Sunday. Yeah, and I will not be available for the Arsenal game. Yeah, I will not be available for the Arsenal game. So me going live has to be me going live has to be for the game that I'm playing on Sunday. I'm going to cover the game with my phone. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. But for the Arsenal game, Arsenal against West Ham, I'm not going to be available. I'll be available for the Saturday game between Chelsea against Liverpool at Anfield, and we have Man United against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. So those two games, I definitely will do a watch along for them. Decoded Original says, my prediction, Barca 5, Madrid 1, one winger with a brace and a defender to score. Yeah, I think Madrid are going to lose that game because the chaos in Madrid right now is too much. The chaos at Madrid is just too much. I don't think they are going to survive that game against Barcelona. Decoded says we can sign Isaac from Liverpool. He's hell of a finisher. Yeah, Liverpool. Is he rubbing? What is he rubbing on his beard? Brain injury. Tchouaméni has been confirmed to be out of the El Clasico with a brain injury. That is crazy, man. I just got a notification now. Valverde. Valverde is out. Valverde is out of the Barcelona-Madrid game with a traumatic brain injury suffered in the fight with Tchouaméni. Disciplinary case opened. Man, this is really crazy. So that means Tchouaméni beat him up. A traumatic brain injury. Man, it's crazy. And it's not a good one. It's not a good one, honestly. Ayman Ahmad says, who do you think is going to win the Ballon d'Or? I think Harry Kane has a very, very strong chance. He has a strong case. Yeah, Harry Kane has a strong case, but I think the World Cup is going to determine the Ballon d'Or winner because it's the World Cup year. Bani Koshaba says, no, but I will miss second El Clasico this season. First time don't want to watch, and second time being in Cyprus. Okay, you're going to Cyprus on Sunday. Alright, safe trip, bro. Olutola Olumide Lloyd says, I don't even think the El Clasico match is going to be a very interesting match because of the injury updates. But to my own opinion, Barca 2, Real Madrid 1. I don't think Madrid will even score in that game. Honestly, I don't think Madrid will score in that game because with the whole chaos going on at Madrid right now, Madrid don't stand a chance. And it's just been confirmed that Valverde is going to be out of that game, that he has a traumatic brain injury as a result of the fight with Aurelien Tchouaméni. The disciplinary case has been opened. It's not a good one for Madrid. The dressing room is disorganized. They are not in unity. I think I will go for a 3-0 Barcelona win against Real Madrid. Even though Yamal is not going to play, but I think Barcelona will beat Madrid. It's difficult for me to say that, but that's just me being honest. Palace need to take this game seriously. They have a 2-goal lead. They don't need to bottle it. Get one more goal and probably you can relax. Yates about to come on for Forest. Yeah, Forest are playing very, very badly. How many changes do they want to make? I think Forest want to make lots of changes. Because, man, they've been playing very bad. And I don't know why he did not start Marcels in this game. Decorated Original says, choose one, win Premier League and discard UCL football, or lose Premier League and play UCL football next season. Yeah, of course, I want to play the Premier League. The Premier League is 38 games, while the UCL right now is total of 15 games. So that's more than double of the Champions League games. So, and the Premier League game is week in, week out. It's every week. So I think, of course, I will go for the Premier League all day long. Imrada says, who is winning? The scoreline is still the same. Villa are just starting the second half. And Crystal Palace are still playing 1-1. It's already 48 minutes for them. Ayman Ahmad says, what is your prediction for the Champions League final? I think PSG will win, but I definitely want Arsenal to win. So I will go for an emotional 1-0 win for Arsenal against PSG. Olutola Olumide says, but how sure are you because they still have their backups? Nah, the backups are Which backups are there? Madrid is just shattered. The Prince. Yeah, he's a Villa fan. Prince, is it Prince Harry or what? Madrid is shattered at the moment. I don't know if Tchouaméni is going to play. It is very much likely that Aurelien Tchouaméni is not going to play because of the disciplinary case that is being opened. And I know definitely Florentino Perez needs to discipline both players. You have the likes of Rudiger and Alvaro Carreras going the same route, and it's just crazy. There are no good replacements that I would say, okay, this person is going to come in and do this and do that. I really don't see that happening, honestly. Yeah, Watkins, control your ball. Decorated Original says League One got to be worst league ever. But PSG are dominating Europe for 2 seasons now. Last season and this season, they've dominated Europe. Let's see if Arsenal can stop their domination. Because PSG, those guys are wicked. Those guys are really good. Him rather says, thank you, man. You're welcome, bro. Kamada. This guy looks like, is he Ada Tura? Let me see. Who is the manager of Shakhtar Donetsk? This looks like, he looks like Ada Turam of the former Barcelona guy. Former Turkish player as well. Let me see. Let me see. He looks like him. The Shakhtar Donetsk. The Shakhtar Donetsk. Yeah, Ada Turan. I said it. He looked very much like Ada Turan. Because I look at that face and I was like, who is this guy? Musicology says, is the Premier League the best league in the world? Yeah, of course. The Prem is the best in the world and it's the most competitive. Yeah, I know you have Man City dominating in terms of the last 5 years, how many league titles they've won. But you can see 4 or 5 big teams in the Prem that always go all out to compete. Yeah, I think Crystal Palace just scored. Yeah, Sarr, nice one. 2-1 for Crystal Palace. Ismail Assar with the goal. Nice one. Olutola Olumide says, what probably do you think is Chelsea weakness? Chelsea main problem is defense. Yes, I know in the last 6 games, they've just scored 1 Premier League goal. I know all that. But I think Chelsea's main problem the whole season has been their defense. Yeah, that's the major problem in my opinion for Chelsea. And Chelsea need to do a lot of work. I think Xavi Hernandez, the Barcelona legend, I think he will do a good job at Chelsea. He has the experience. He's got the personality to control the dressing room and all the players will respect him. Because of course, Xavi Hernandez is a legend of the game. One of the best midfielders of all time. Ismail Assar. Very good goal. Very, very good goal. Very good goal. Tap in. Bam. Easy and simple. Intergalactic says, good stream. Yeah, thanks, man. Olumide says, what is your FA Cup prediction? I think Chelsea are going to lose that final because City man, City. Yeah, I know City have lost their last two FA Cup finals, so Chelsea fans will fancy their chance in that final. But I think for the fact that Chelsea hasn't won Man City in 5 years since the 2021 Champions League final, I also do not see Chelsea winning that game against Man City. Chelsea always struggles since 2021 to win to win Man City. So I think I'll go for a 3-0 victory for Man City against Chelsea in the FA Cup final. 3-0 victory. Palace need to do better in the second half. Score more goals. Then you can relax and play your game. Olumide, are you in Nigeria or outside of Nigeria? Banik Ostrava says, I think Crystal Palace gonna be dark horse of the next Premier League season. I don't think so. Oliver Glasner is leaving at the end of the season, so it's going to be a tough one for them. Bournemouth is having a new manager. Also, Crystal Palace having a new manager. Glasner is leaving at the end of the season. Andoni Iraola is also leaving at the end of the season. So that's it. Why is the Forest bench fuming? Okay, the foul on Hutchinson. Yeah, that's a yellow card. Definitely, it's a yellow. Tenzink says, hi, do you know Hush Puppy? Of course, I know Hush Puppy. Are you Nigerian? Tenzink. Why are you asking me about Hush Puppy? Intergalactic says, English team could win Champions League, Europa League, Conference League for sure. Premier League is the best league in the world. Yeah, English teams have the chance to do a treble in terms of winning all European competitions, the Champions League, Europa League, and the Conference League. Sir, nah, Jeremy Pino, take that ball forward. Don't break it. Carry that ball forward. Yeah, referee. Yeah, okay, referee goes play on. Mitchell, that's a good one. Konsa. Dennis Beckham says, I'm cooking steak and potatoes right now. Does anybody want some? And enjoy your meal, bro. Tenzing says he's very famous. You think referee was on PSG's side in both legs against Bayern? The first leg, I don't really have much of an issue with that, but that penalty appeal from Bayern, I think the referee got it wrong there. It was supposed to be a penalty. Honestly, it was supposed to be a penalty, and he didn't give it. Some people are saying the IFAB new rule states that if the ball comes from your teammate to your hand, then it's not a handball. For me, I don't buy that idea. It's just pure handball. Baniko Strava says Bayern didn't get robbed. Oosh, that pull. Villa are shouting for a penalty. Who pulled him there? Forest are not playing anything in this game. Gibbs White missing out is a big loss for them. And I don't know why he didn't start Taiwo Awoniyi. Yeah, the referee has told them to wait so he can check, so that VAR can actually check it. This is a pen. This guy is going to... It's a penalty. This is definitely a penalty. If Aston Villa doesn't get this in their favor, then the referee just robbed them. Pau Torres. That is definitely a penalty against Nottingham Forest. Mikolenko. That is very, very clumsy and silly. It's a pen. There's no two ways about it. It's a penalty. Yeah, the referee has been told to go check the monitor. Potential penalty review. That's definitely a penalty. The pull was 100% there. Los Blancos says, hey, Los Blancos, welcome to the channel. Where are you connecting from? I see you're also a Madrid star. This is a penalty. There's no two ways about it. That pull. Yeah, penalty has been given against Nottingham Forest. It's definitely a penalty. Clear penalty. Okay, from Antarctica. All right, brother, nice to have you. What's your thoughts about the situation, the crisis ongoing at Madrid, the Kylian Mbappe petition, Valverde and Tchouaméni fight? What's your opinion about the situation going on right now? Intergalactic says clear and obvious. Yeah, it's clear and obvious, bro. Tenzing says if Kamavinga got red card, why not Mendes? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, the Bayern bench were actually shouting for a red card on Nuno Mendes. But I think that one was subjective. The main one for me was that handball. Buendia, are you going to score or miss? Is Buendia going to score or miss? Let's see. Villa penalty. Whoa, he scored it. It's 2-0, guys, for Aston Villa against Nottingham Forest. Emiliano Buendia with the penalty. Yeah, look at the Prince of Wales celebrating. He's an Aston Villa fan. He's celebrating. Mikolenko, that was very, very clumsy and silly. Very silly. Los Blancos says, we gotta let Mbappe go. I've seen enough. But honestly, why do you want Kylian Mbappe to leave, Los Blancos? I honestly do not think Mbappe needs to leave. I think what Madrid needs right now is get an experienced manager. And I think someone like Jose would do a great job at Madrid organizing this team and sell lots of players. Ferland Mendy needs to leave. Dani Carvajal, Dani Ceballos, Eder Militao, David Alaba. Who else? Eder Militao, if I have not mentioned his name. I think all these guys, they need to leave. Madrid need to go to the market and sign very, very good players. Banik Ostrava says, Noble, I need to go. Have good night. Alright, Bijami. Do have a great night. Man, Forest are playing so badly. So badly tonight. I don't think they've had any attempt on target. Los Blancos says, Mbappe is so controlling. I know he's a good player, but just look at him, bro. Man. I think everything has to do with the coach. Yeah, I think everything has to do with the coach because Kylian Mbappe, yes, I understand at PSG he was given too much power. And I didn't like what he did at PSG because the club gave him too much power. But at Madrid, you have somebody like Florentino Perez, so there should not be anything like player power there. Because Florentino Perez is close to the dressing room. He follows the team very much closely, even though he's the president. Yeah, so that's why I don't really think this whole Mbappe controlling stuff or so many people saying dictator Mbappe. I don't really... Whoa, it's 3-0, guys. Offside. Whoosh. Oli Watkins offside. So I really don't think Mbappe leaving is going to solve anything. For example, if Kylian Mbappe leaves and Madrid don't sell off these 6 guys and get in quality players, The struggle is still going to be there next season. That's just my point. The struggle is still going to be there next season. So I think Madrid definitely needs a top experienced coach. Banik Ostrava says that's a disrespect to Militao. How is it a disrespect? Militao that is never available. What is he doing there? Ferland Mendy got injured. I saw a news earlier today that Ferland Mendy is going to undergo surgery on Monday. And he will be out for 5 to 6 months. That guy also needs to go. Well, I think they did not plan for Morgan Gibbs-White to come in, but they are losing 2-0. He's been called upon to go get his boots. Why is Awoniyi not playing? Awoniyi that scored 2 goals against Chelsea. He's been kept on the bench. And Marcels that did fantastic, save a penalty, is also on the bench. I really don't get it, honestly. Sometimes I don't get it. I don't get it. Vitor Pereira really messed up there. That decision from him to bench Marcels was the wrong one. Also not playing Taiwo Awoniyi after scoring a brace against Chelsea. That's a wrong decision. McGinn. He didn't strike that ball well. Mateta going off. Intergalactic says Oli Watkins, good player. Yeah, Oli Watkins is a top striker. He's a very good player. Strand Larsen. Seven attempts from Villa. 0 from Forest. That is terrible. That is really terrible from Nottingham Forest. They played against Chelsea as though their lives depended on that. Right now against Villa in a semi-final, they can't even get one attempt. One attempt Villa, Nottingham Forest cannot get. It's really a disgrace, honestly. It's a disgrace. One single attempt, they can't. It's just terrible from them. Very terrible. Nigerian says, yo, what's the score? Aston Villa are leading 2-0 against Nottingham Forest, and Crystal Palace are playing 2-1 against Shakhtar Donetsk. Braga are losing 2-0 to Freiburg. Then Strasbourg is also losing 1-0 to Rayo Vallecano. Official Jackson says, sure bro, 2-0 Villa getting. Yeah, Villa are playing better. Villa are playing better, 100%. Villa are definitely going to the finals of the Europa League. Unai Emery is the master of Europa League. He's the master of it. Intergalactic says, important penalty. Which game? Is it the Aston Villa game? Nigerian K says, I just watched Al Nassr versus Al Shabab. Yeah, I think Al Nassr won that game 3-2. Ronaldo scored a goal also. Yeah, I think Al Nassr will definitely win the league. 100%. They will win the league. Jeremy Pino. Yeah, I think that was a foul ball. Ooh. That's also a head injury. Referee, what's going on? What's going on, referee? That doesn't look good. Jeremy Pino. Palace need to score one more goal to be secured. They are currently 3 goals ahead of Shakhtar Donetsk in terms of the aggregate. So they need to probably score one more and relax. Michel. Intergalactic says at Nigerian K, what was the score, Junior Man? Okay, 4-2. Really? Nigerian K. Nigerian K says 4-2. Ronaldo scored and Joao hat-trick. Next week on my birthday, Al Nassr could win the league against Al Hilal. Yeah, it's going to be remarkable for them to win it against the big boys, because Al Hilal, I think they were the leaders. They were the team that won it last season. That Neymar, I think Neymar former team, Al Hilal. Yeah, so let's hope on your birthday that Al Nassr wins the league title. At least Ronaldo deserves it, bro. He deserves it. 100%. He deserves it. Guys, let's get the likes up. Araturan. Barcelona. Yeah, when I saw that face, I said, this looks like Araturan of Turkey, the former Barcelona player. Palace were very, very shocking in the first half, but at least the second half, they are doing better. They are doing much better. Crystal Palace. These guys need to defend better. Not only defend, they need to come out to play the ball normal, because they score, they go through attacking, not defending. And you are at home, so you don't need to sit deep to defend. Why is Hutchinson? Okay, I think Hudson-Odoi is injured. Yeah, Hudson-Odoi is injured. Awoni is supposed to be in this game. I really don't understand Vitor Pereira. I don't understand him. Pino, release your ball on time. Nigerian case says, I think Al Ittihad might have won last season, but Al Nassr could win the ACL 2 and RSL this season. Yeah, of course they can win it. It's going to be remarkable for Ronaldo to win both trophies this season. Nigerian case says, I need Ronaldo to win the league. I am a Liverpool fan, but CR7 is the GOAT. Yeah, Ronaldo 100% is the GOAT. He's the GOAT of the game, for sure. Himrada says, at 11 o'clock, I leave in. 11 o'clock, that should be... Which country are you in, Himrada? 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock should be, I think, Egyptian time. Are you in the Egyptian region? Because I know that should be the Egyptian time zone. Whoosh! That was close from the Shakhtar goalkeeper. That was very, very close. He almost gave Palace a third goal. 18 more minutes to go for the Palace game, guys. And for Villa 1, 20 more minutes to go. Himrada says, no, I am South African. Okay, yeah, South Africa and Egypt have the same time zone. Okay, are you in Joburg or Cape Town or Pretoria? Whoa! How did this guy miss this? Chris Wood. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, he missed it. Oh boy. How on earth did he miss this? Look at Williams. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, he missed it. Damn. What? Man, I think if that was Awoniyi, look at the one-on-one chance Chris Wood missed. If that was Awoniyi, 100% it would have been a goal. 100%. Why is Awoniyi? Let me check the bench. Was he injured in that Chelsea game? Why is Awoniyi not? Sometimes some coaches just use their hands to spoil things for themselves. Honestly. What is wrong with this man? Did Awoniyi start this game? Because I've not seen him the whole game. He didn't start. What's up? Wow. Ola Aina knock. Man. Nigerian K, am I still mute? Marcel's on the bench. Gibbs White, I understand that. Murillo also on the bench. Why is Awoniyi not even in the game? He's also not on the bench. Man, it's crazy. Nigerian K says, are you watching Freiburg versus Braga? Now, I'm just following it via notification. I'm watching Crystal Palace and Shakhtar Donetsk with Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest. Those are the two games I'm watching. Chris Wood, that means I don't know why Taiwo Awoniyi is not even on the bench. Wow, that's crazy. The coach is really angry. I don't even know what's up with Forest tonight. They are not playing like a team that really needs to get to the final. They are just so nonchalant. Palace are going for their third goal. Ooh, that was pretty close. Good idea, Palace. Kamada. Nigerian K says, no, you good. Alright, Nigerian K, thank you very much. Tassin says, Mbappe out. Why are you guys screaming Mbappe out? Over 30 million Madrid fans. I don't understand it, honestly. I really don't understand it. You guys are shouting Kylian Mbappe out. Getting Mbappe out, will it solve the problem at the club? Madrid needs a quality and experienced coach, not someone like Arbeloa. Arbeloa is an amateur. I would have preferred Florentino Perez allow Xabi Alonso to finish the season. And if he doesn't get his stuff in order, you sack him, get in a new coach the new season. Honestly, Arbeloa is a mess. It's an absolute disgrace. Guys, if you're here to subscribe to the channel, kindly hit the like button and subscribe. Minos, that's not a good ball. Cross that ball well. Cross that ball well. Come on. Ismail Assar. Forest. I needed Forest to get through ball. With the way they are playing, they need to score one goal, but they can't even get an attempt on target. Chris Wood missed the only chance they had in the game. Morgan Rogers, what are you doing there? Nigerian K says Aston Villa vs Freiburg UCL Europa League final, Crystal Palace Vallecano Conference League final, then Arsenal PSG final. Yeah, I think we are going to have an all-English European final. We are going to get an all-English European final. Villa very much likely going to the final. We have Palace as well, very much likely, and Arsenal is already in the Champions League final. So let's hope we get an English team we get English teams to win all of them, but that Arsenal game is going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult. Picasso the Uplander says, Noble, get the Real Madrid shirt off, mate. You're United. Of course, I know I'm a United fan, and at the same time, I support Madrid. Yeah, but my United is always number one. 100%. But I just chose to wear the Madrid shirt tonight, so it's not a problem, mate. Nigerian K says, I think PSG will win, but Aston Villa and Palace will win theirs. Yes, Aston Villa and Palace, I'm very much sure of that. Because of the experience that their coaches have. Yeah, Palace coach have experience when it comes to winning trophies in finals. Whoa, it's over, guys. It's 3-0. It's over for Forest. 3-0. McGinn. Captain McGinn with the third goal for Aston Villa. It's all over. McGinn just scored against Forest. It's all over. Aston Villa are through to the finals of the UEFA Europa League. Yeah, they are through to the finals. Yeah, congratulations to Aston Villa. Vitor Pereira just messed up. His selections were very, very wrong. What is your rationale for benching Marcels and bringing on this former Man City guy? Morgan Rogers. The keeper couldn't even do anything there. McGinn. Well placed. Well placed. Nigerian K says the thing is though Palace is 15th in Premier League and Rayo Vallecano is 11th in La Liga. Yeah, the position doesn't matter. One thing is Aston Villa has the experienced manager that has won the most Europa League trophy. I think he won three or four Europa Leagues with Sevilla. He won one with Villarreal. So he's on course to win one with Aston Villa. Well, let's see what happens in the final. Let's see. Intergalactic says if Villa winning Europa League, then 6th place in Premier League will also get Champions League qualification. Villa. Nah. The only way it's not 6 teams that will be going to Champions League. Wow, it's 4-0, guys. 4-0. The same McGinn. Look at him. The same McGinn. Similar pass. 4-0. Man, they've destroyed Forest. Look at the Prince of Wales. He's a Villa fan. What? McGinn with a brace against Forest. Similar goal. Yeah, different angle where he placed it. Milenkovic. That penalty you gave away. Very silly. Look at Pau Torres. Murillo on the bench. Why was Murillo benched? Is he not fit? Morgan Rogers with the assist. Second assist of the game. Is Murillo not fit? Because he's on the bench. Man, it's crazy. Talking about the 6th position going for Champions League. I think okay, if Aston Villa wins it, 6th position going Yeah, I think that might be the case. Sixth position getting Champions League football next season because Villa, if they qualify in the Champions League, man, it's crazy. I think maybe it might go to the FA Cup has to be the person that gets to Europa League. Yeah, I think Villa are definitely winning it. Nigerian case says, yeah, I'm sure Aston Villa will beat Freiburg, but Palace vs Vallecano will be a really good game, I hope. Yeah, Palace are not even playing well in this second leg. They are playing very, very poorly. The first half, they got 35% possession at home, Selhurst Park. We don't know what the outcome will be in Germany because they are playing the final in Leipzig, Germany. So let's see if they can get Anderson. Let's see if they can get the win against Freiburg. Sorry, against Rayo Vallecano in Leipzig. Is Awoni injured? He's okay. Man, I don't understand this whole thing. What is Jadon Sancho coming to do here? It's crazy. Las Gosh Poradesi says Freiburg made remontada. Yeah, Freiburg, I think. Wow. Braga need one more goal. Braga just scored. It's 3-1. So Braga need one more goal to go into extra time. It might be possible for Braga because they need just one goal. It's 4-3 on aggregate for Freiburg versus Braga. So Braga need to get just one goal. One goal. Nigerian case says, yeah, because Arsenal will be UCL, Man City 2, Man United 2, then Liverpool should get UCL. Aston Villa will automatically get UCL if they win. If they win Europa League this season. So then another team will get UCL too. Yes. Any team that finishes 6th, which is looking very much likely to be Bournemouth or would I say Brentford. Yeah, I think it's between Brentford and Bournemouth because if you check the league position, Chelsea. Can Chelsea finish 6th? That is a $1 million question. Bournemouth are 4 points ahead of Chelsea. It's going to be very difficult for Chelsea, honestly. It's going to be very, very difficult for Chelsea because Chelsea are 4 points behind Bournemouth and Chelsea are playing Liverpool on Saturday, early kickoff. I don't think Chelsea will survive at Anfield, honestly. Olumide says, Braga, you say? Yeah, Braga are playing. It's currently 3-1. Braga are losing 3-1 to Freiburg, but they need one goal. Braga needs just one goal to get into extra time because aggregate now is 4-3. So Braga need one more goal. Joseph Ntwiga says, what's your stance on gambling sponsorship to Man United with all the dough? Is it dough or doubts it brings? I think it's Betway, right? Yeah, they are going to be the training kit. They are going to be on the training kit. Well, I think it should be around 15 or 25 million pounds. That deal. Probably every season. I don't know for how long. It's a fair deal. The club needs finances and whichever way they can get it. Playing Champions League football next season give them more money to spend. Up the Villa says, come on the Villa. Yeah, Villa are through to the finals. I think Villa are winning the Europa League. Unai Emery has the experience. That's why I feel Aston Villa and Crystal Palace have an advantage in terms of the Europa League and the Conference League. They have advantage because their coaches have won European trophies. What's his name? This man, Oliver Glasner won with, was it Frankfurt? I think he won the Conference League with Frankfurt before he came to Villa. He also won the FA Cup with Crystal Palace. The first manager in their history. The first manager in their history to win a trophy for Palace. He's also the first manager in their history that is getting them to a European final, and he's leaving at the end of the season. I don't think they are ever going to get any manager as good as Oliver Glasner. Yeah, it's 1 more minute remaining. Let's see how many minutes added time if Palace can hold on or get one more goal to win 3-1. Intergalactic says best Nigerian football streamer in China. Thank you very much, Intergalactic. You said you are in Ondo Abi, Ogun State. You're in Ogun State, right? Intergalactic. How many minutes? 1. Whoa. Why are they adding 1 minute? It seems the officials want Crystal Palace to qualify. 1 more minute. Wow. 1 more minute to go. I would say 40 seconds, by the way. 40 seconds. Intergalactic, God bless you too. De Cunha. Why is he bringing on Murillo? For what exactly? Why are you bringing on Murillo? For what exactly? Sinclair. This Victor Pereira is just messed up tonight. De Cunha. Oliver Glasner. Guys, it's all over. Crystal Palace have qualified for their first European final. Oliver Glasner doing his magic at Palace. Congratulations to Crystal Palace for making it to the finals of the UEFA Conference League. Yeah, massive congratulations to them. Massive congratulations to the Palace team. Okay, guys, I will have to end the stream now. Palace are 4-0 up. And I think it's all over for Nottingham Forest. They have been knocked out of the Europa League. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for our daily morning show. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night, guys.